truly proud, Anthony Kastros, to call you a friend now.
Absolutely, brother.
And it's a true honor to be sitting here in your hometown.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Just up the street from Carmel.
Yeah.
And this isn't too bad of a backdrop at all. So I'm truly excited. So Anthony Kastros, definitely have you introduce yourself. But first and foremost, some of your friends, who I consider myself one, call you by Andoni.
Andoni.
Yeah,
Andoni.
Kastros.
Yeah. It's the Greek version of Anthony.
Yeah. So talk to us about that amazing name, and tell us a little bit more about yourself, sir.
Well, it's an honor to be here, brother. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully this will be of use to you in some fashion. So I'm of Greek descent. Both of my parents my grandparents all came over on the boat. And so Anthony Andoni Kastros is my name. My middle name is Andoni, which is Greek for Anthony, and it's also my dad's name. So we didn't use a junior for me because the Greek heritage, it was Anthony the second. But I was raised in a big Greek family. I was the youngest of 5. My siblings were a lot older than me. My closest sister was 9 years older than me. My brother was 18 years older than me. There's 5 of us. So I was blessed with a lot of great influences, both my uncles, aunts, obviously parents, grandparents, and my brothers and sisters.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you born and raised out here in California.
Born and raised here in Carmel, California. Blessed to be here, and spent most of my career in Sacramento, California, where I was a battalion chief for the Sacramento Metro Fire District.
Got it. Yeah. And we'll get into some of the firefighting components. Anybody who's watching that wants to learn more about the fire service, you are absolutely the man to speak to. Let's kind of stay a little bit high level, though.
Okay.
From your perspective for men in society today, what's the biggest challenge you see that men face in today's society as things have been changing?
I think it's being men. I think it's being men, and what I mean by that is that I think that society doesn't even know what a man is. And I'm not trying to be political. It's not about a political affiliation or left or right or anything like that. It's just there's just a lot of mixed messages for young men coming up, kids and young men and young adult males who are trying to find their way in the world. The role of the traditional father or man has been definitely redefined as things have progressed in our country and in the world. So I think that's one of the challenges. Because of that, that's an underlying current that creates confusion, and whether or not what role a man should play, whether is chivalry the right thing or not, opening a door for your wife or for a young lady, is that appropriate or is that offensive? The traditional roles in the home, is that okay or not? Certainly faith and other bedrock principles of the traditional, I'll call it family, that I was raised in anyway, have been obscured and changed. So I think the biggest challenge for men is just being a man. It's like, what is it to be a man? Is it offensive to have a traditional mindset? Is it offensive to for example, if you choose to have your wife stay home and raise your kids, is that something that you don't want to tell people at parties, or are they gonna chastise you? And if you and your wife choose to not have kids and both work, that's fine too. But it seems like in any case, there's a lot of challenging and differing opinions on what a man is, and so I think that permeates into the daily life of all the guys probably listening to this podcast.